Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, we will like to talk about stress management. What is stress? Generally, we can understand that the meaning of a stress is the pressure people feel in life. Academically, stress is a dynamic condition in which an individual is confronted with an opportunity, a demand, or a resource related to what the individual desires, and for which the outcome is perceived to be both uncertain and important. One example that can be made to relate to the definition is like when we plan ahead of time to travel with our family. We have decided the destination, we have booked the hotel, and we have made the payment, but all of those things must be cancelled because of COVID-19. We have to restrict all of our movement and even cannot go out from our home without wearing a mask. So there is some restriction and it causes stress to us. So it seems like stress is something normal in our life, and for sure that stress is unnecessarily bad for us, because there is two types of stress, and this thing will be discussed by the next presenter.
A lot of people think that stress can be harmful to our health. Actually, stress is not necessarily bad to us. It can be divided into two types, which are positive and negative. Positive stress, or other name eustress, and negative stress named distress. Positive stress occurs when the level of stress is high enough to motivate someone into action to get things done. This type of stress also refers to the time someone responds well to the stressors. Eustress lead to the good things such as helping people to work harder and promote personal growth and development. Some examples of positive stress can include hoping to get promoted at their job or going on a first date. The effects of positive stress can make someone experience this, such as the ability to grow our self-esteem, feeling motivated, inspired, and also a stronger and more agile body. Next, negative stress, or other name distress, happens when the level of stress is either too high or too low, and someone's body or mind begins to respond negatively to the stressors. This stress leads to the bad things such as mental and physical health. Some examples for negative stress can be conflict in interpersonal relationships, bankruptcy or money problems, and also sleep problems. This stress also becomes harmful when people use alcohol and drugs to try to relieve their stress. Unfortunately, instead of relieving the stress and returning the body to the relaxed state, this causes more serious problems such as headache, high blood pressure, heart problems, diabetes, skin conditions, asthma, arthritis, depression, and anxiety.
Next is the sources of stress. They have three sources, which are first is environmental factor. This can happen in variety of situations, such as economic uncertainty. For example, when the economic situation of the country is unstable, some organizations are forced to lay off their employees because of due to pandemic COVID-19. Many people lose their job. This has put pressure on them because with the economic situation affected, and at the same time, they do not have job to support themselves and their family. In addition, the occurrence of the situation of political uncertainty. This happens when a country experiences political instability, so the undesirable things happen such as riot and protests. This will cause some people to feel depressed because they are unable to do daily activities, and because they feel unsafe as a result of the accident. And at the same time, when politics in the country is unstable. Indirectly, the country's economy will decline and will put pressure on them as well as the leaders. Next is the occurrence of the technology uncertainty. As a result of ever-evolving technology, many are forced to be employed. This is because many companies want to reduce their costs by using robots rather than employing humans, which require a lot of costs. Indirectly, the company does not need skilled manpower. This causes many employers to feel depressed as a result of not getting a job despite having worked hard to find a job.
Next is organizational factors. Some of the organizational factors that lead to stress include task demands, role demands, and interpersonal demands. Most of the time, stress comes from within the organization itself. First is task demands. It refers to the factor related to a person's job. Sometimes, a person's tasks are too much, causing employees to feel a burden. For example, an employee required to do a variety of tasks on single capacity will face stress and anxiety. Not only that, job design, working condition and work layout also causes stress of employees. Second is role demands. There are several types of role conflicts that are causing stress among employees in organization, which are role ambiguity and role overload. People experience this role ambiguity because there is a lot of uncertainty surrounding job expectation. With the recent increase in combination and acquisitions among major organizations, more and more employees are experiencing job stress as a result of role ambiguity. Role overload is a situation in which employees feel they are being asked to do more than time or ability permits. It is very stressful when working under time pressure. And the last one is interpersonal demands. It refers to the relationship among employees in an organization. It can lead to stress when pressure is created by the other employees, lack of social support from colleagues, or poor relationship. For example, an employee who is not having a good relationship with superior tends to experience stress for it and hard to complete an assigned work without good relationship.
Furthermore, the net sources of stress, which are individual factors. In individual, there are three factors. There are three factors contribute to sources of stress, which are personality, family problem, and economic problems. First factor is family problem. Is it a deeper, a longer term of stress? An example of family problem is like marriages that are ending, an ailing parent, and issues with children. In addition, for economic problem facing by individual, like the inability to pay bill or debts, also be an issues that disturb personal life and can lead to stress too. Lastly is personality. An individual own personality might contribute to his or her stress. If these three factors are not well controlled, it can lead to consequences in terms of physiological symptoms, which are headache, heart disease, and high blood pressure. Next, it can also lead to psychological symptoms, which is anxiety and depression. Lastly is behavioral symptom. It will impact to individual productivity.